All right, so the coin we are covering today is Helium, which is a very interesting project that is creating what they call the People's Network, which is essentially a decentralized wireless infrastructure that competes with the big boys in the space like T-Mobile, AT&T, and that whole gang. And what I really like about this project is that, at least in theory, it should create asymmetric returns, or at least not correlate, to Bitcoin as much as other projects do. Right now, it kind of is, but these are early days. And it's using the blockchain in a very different way and creating an immense amount of value, at least, potentially. Right now, the network of decentralized miners across the world has grown to over 65,000. When we covered Helium last week, it was below 60,000. So the network is expanding by roughly 1,000 miners per day, or hotspots per day, I should say. And as of this recording, the market cap is just below $1 billion at around $970 million, which puts it in 67th place on the coin market cap charts. So a lot of room to grow there. And you kind of got to compare that to just, one of their competitors, T-Mobile, who has about $180 billion market cap as of today. So when you look at it, you can look at that market cap, you can kind of begin to see how big an opportunity and market they are playing in. And granted, time will tell if this experiment works, but they are certainly set up to succeed and have all the pieces in place and the right people behind them to give them the best chance to win in the market. Helium was founded by Sean Fanning, and for those of you who don't know who that is, he was the founder of Napster, which was the first real kind of decentralized peer-to-peer consumer product to break through and about took down the entire music industry one summer about 20 years ago. But that's a story for another day. But he and Sean Parker were the first ones through the wall and paved the way for Spotify and tons of other companies and products that we use every day. So there's really no one better as a founder, and really now he's more of an advisor to the project to kind of. There's no one better to help you take on those big, incumbents in those old 8,000-pound gorillas, and kind of a once impossible industry to upend. He's certainly got a lot of miles on him from that experience in it. But yeah, the investors behind Helium and the backers aren't too shabby either. They've raised about $90 million from Google Ventures, and recently got some really high praise from legendary hedge fund manager Bill Ackman, who said he wouldn't invest in Bitcoin because it was too speculative, but said projects like Helium are very interesting. And they literally didn't mention any other projects, just singled out Helium for whatever reason. But he said the idea of simply deploying a device in your home or office can help provide your city with miles of network coverage was fascinating. So that'd be pretty hilarious if Bill Ackman is the reason Helium hotspots are pretty much taking over Manhattan right now. But yeah, and Helium has, on August 1st, they have a halving event, it's just similar to Bitcoin's halving event, where the supply given out to the miners is cut in half. So it should create a very interesting kind of game theory market dynamic here, because there's so many Helium miners that are being shipped right now from China and elsewhere that are really backlogged for a variety of different issues. So as we see that huge surge of miners come online at the same time, kind of as that halving, it will be interesting to see what happens to the price. Only time will tell, and that's more kind of short-term speculative. But I think, long term, even a year to two, we can certainly see the market cap 10x for Helium, because a sub $1 billion market cap right now in this market, I think is just too low. And for this project that's doing such interesting things, to only be the 67th, highest market cap project on CoinMarketCap, I think that's just putting them in a very, very nice undervalued spot. But obviously not financial advice, not a financial advisor, just a big fan of Helium and the project. But yeah, let me know what you guys think of Helium. If you guys are Helium miners, there's probably some of you out there that are listening to this. Let us know in the comments what your experiences are with Helium, what you guys think of the project, because you guys are certainly boots on the ground. And let me know what you think of the halving, and what kind of price action we could see from that in the next quarter or two. But yeah, just a very interesting project doing some really cool things in the space. and using the blockchain in a very, very innovative way with some great backers and great founders behind them. But again, yeah, you guys let me know if any other projects that are on your radar that you'd like us to check out. That's how we originally found Helium, was from a listener suggestion. And yeah, as always, hit the like button, download this or download the podcast, subscribe. If you're watching on YouTube, give us a 5-star review if you like what you're hearing. If not, don't worry. Don't worry about it. But anyway, I am babbling as usual, and we will be back tomorrow with another coin analysis. All right. Bye-bye, everyone.